he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRANGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at that noon hour weather forecast. We'll continue to be mostly cloudy today with a high temperature near 54 degrees. Winds will be northwesterly 5 to 7 miles per hour. They'll become light and variable this afternoon. Then tonight we do have a 2 in 10 chance of showers after midnight tonight with mostly cloudy skies and low around 34. Calm winds will become northwesterly 5 to 8 miles per hour after midnight tonight. Winds could gust as high as 18 miles per hour. Tomorrow will be cloudy through mid-morning, then gradually clearing with a high temperature near 47 degrees. Winds will continue northwesterly about 9 to 13 miles per hour. They may gust as high as 23 miles per hour. And our wind chill value early tomorrow morning will be as low as 27 degrees. Then tomorrow night it'll be partly cloudy with low around 21. Northwesterly winds continue 8 to 10 miles per hour with gusts as high as 23 miles per hour. And tomorrow night's wind chill value will be as low as 11 degrees. Then Sunday should be sunny with a high temperature near 39. We'll have northwesterly winds on Sunday 5 to 10 miles per hour, becoming light and westerly during Sunday afternoon. Winds could gust as high as 23 miles per hour. Skies will be mostly clear Sunday night with low around 23. Then Monday should be sunny with a high temperature near 54 degrees. We expect mostly clear skies Monday night, low around 36. Then Tuesday will be partly sunny with a high temperature near 57. Tuesday night should be mostly cloudy with low around 34. Then we expect mostly cloudy skies on Wednesday with a high temperature near 45 degrees. Wednesday night will be mostly cloudy with low around 21. And Thursday will be mostly sunny with a high temperature near 42 degrees. And that is your noon hour weather update brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it's now time for the Brown Fuel Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
Missouri Net News, I'm Marshall Griffin. Missouri U.S. Senator Josh Hawley and 4 other Republicans sided with Democrats Thursday and voted to invoke the War Powers Act. The measure would bar President Trump from sending any more military troops to Venezuela without congressional approval. Hawley says, though, he has no issue with last weekend's military operation that removed Nicolas Maduro as Venezuela's president.
The United States can absolutely, number one, indict criminals, which is what happened with Maduro and his wife. Number two, we have the right to extradite those criminals. We have the right to go into other countries where we can and if we can, and to bring those criminals to justice for the purpose of standing trial, which is what's going to happen to Maduro and his wife.
Missouri lawmakers are gearing up for a big debate over taxes. Matt Pilger reports.
Thursday was day 2 of the 2026 legislative session, and lawmakers will take Friday off before returning Monday. During a press conference at the Capitol, Senate Democrats told reporters that they want to protect Missourians' wallets and avoid any new taxes. Minority Leader Doug Beck says families are already struggling and hopes the governor's State of the State address reflects that. Governor Mike Kehoe plans to outline a proposal to gradually eliminate Missouri's income tax, and Republican leaders say they'll work with him while also making property tax relief a top priority.
Legislation filed in the Missouri Senate takes aim at companies functioning as pharmacy benefit managers, or PBMs. They act as middlemen overseeing prescription benefits for both employers and insurance companies. State Senator Jill Carter tells Missouri Net affiliate KZRG in Joplin that PBMs have effectively become a monopoly.
It is negatively impacting, especially the rural areas. I mean, you see increases in insurance costs. You see increases in prescription drug costs.
Carter's bill would require transparency in prescription drug pricing, meaning that patients would see how much money an insurance company spends on specific medications compared to what patients are paying out of pocket. This is Missouri Net.
Every child deserves a fair shot at a bright future. That's why Save the Children Head Start administers Head Start programs in rural America. We leveled the playing field early, helping children start school strong, stay strong, and unlock their full potential. Because education is the best path out of poverty. Learn more at savethechildren.org/headstart.
My husband is a veteran, and he was injured in the line of duty.
It happened while I was deployed to Iraq. An IED detonated 3 feet from my face.
It was bad.
I remember thinking, who's going to take care of my wife and daughter?
We took care of each other. with a lot of help from DAV.
Every year, DAV helps more than 1 million veterans like Jason get the life-changing support and benefits they've earned.
My victory is knowing my disability doesn't define me.
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
The cost of dining out lately seems very high. Buddy Law of the Missouri Restaurant Association says restaurant operators are facing high food prices along with increased labor and operating costs. For consumers with less discretionary income these days, dining out is no longer about just convenience.
It's an experience, from the hostess greeting you when you come in all the way through your dinner. The server has to be great, the food has to be great, and there has to be a perceived value in it.
The Missouri State Highway Patrol reports a 37% increase in fatal traffic crashes statewide since the beginning of the year. 11 deadly crashes have occurred so far, compared to 8 at this time last year. And State Fair Community College in Sedalia has been awarded a $75,200 grant from the U.S. Department of Transportation. The funding will help offset tuition for veterans and their family members enrolling in the college's Commercial Driving Academy. It also aims to increase the number of commercial driver's license holders completing advanced safety training. For more Missouri stories, find the podcast Show Me Today. This is MissouriNet.
Help DEA keep our communities safe and healthy by participating in National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, Saturday, October 25th. Take action right in your own home by cleaning out your medicine cabinet of unneeded medications. Keep them safe, clean them out, take them back. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent prescription drug misuse before it starts. That's DEATakeback.com.
Get ready. Dancing with the Salem Stars is back and better than ever. Join us for a night of dazzling entertainment and unforgettable performances. Tables are available now. Sponsor tables seat 8 for $300. Bring your favorite people and enjoy the show together in style. Reserve early for the VIP experience and the best seats in the house. Individual table seats are $20 in advance and $25 at the door. Bleacher seats are $10 at the door. Mark your calendar for Saturday, January 24th at the Salem R80 High School Gym. Showtime is 7 o'clock. For more information about Dancing with the Salem Stars, call 573-247-0420 for ticket arrangements. Or pick yours up today at the Salem Memorial District Hospital Admin Office. This ad has been paid for by Dett County Tourism Tax Committee.
Smart, buy smart. Brought to you by the National Crime Prevention Council and the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office.
The light round of direct cash cattle business and cash hogs were sharply lower. Good morning, I'm Megan Grebner with your Brownfield Livestock Market Report. There was a light round of direct cash cattle trade reported Thursday. Dress deals in the north were up mostly $365, $5 higher than the previous week's weighted averages. Business in the south remained at a standstill. Look for more business to take place before the end of the day. At the Hub City Livestock Auction in South Dakota, steer calves 450 to 499 pounds and 600 to 649 pounds were $20 to $30 higher. Steers 550 to 599 pounds and 750 to 849 pounds were mostly steady, with instances up to $10 higher. The USDA says demand was very good for the large offering of feeder cattle, most of which were home-raised, long-weaned, and vaccinated. Most of the cattle were in mostly moderate to moderate plus flesh. The market was active with many buyers and farmer feeders in-house. Medium and large one feeder steer, 654 to 691 pounds, brought $405.50 to $430. Medium and large one feeder heifer, 652 to 682 pounds, brought $379 to $391. Box beef was sharply higher with good demand for solid offerings. Choice up $251 at $356.79. Select was $278 higher at $352.06. Estimated cattle slaughter was 117,000 head. Cash hogs closed sharply lower with a very light negotiated run. Processors have been lackluster in their procurement efforts, and prices and business have reflected that. There continues to be questions around demand. Global demand for U.S. pork pulled back in 2025, and according to USDA data, export sales were down 8% from the prior year. Now, pork's competitive price in the retail space is likely providing some support to the domestic market. Barrows and gilts at the National Daily Direct were down 324 with a weighted average of 69.37. The Iowa, Minnesota was down 363 with a weighted average of 70.55, and the Western Corn Belt down 385 with a weighted average of 70.33. Pork values were lower, down $1.50 at 90.79. Picnics were down sharply, and estimated hog slaughter was 496,000 head. At the CME, live and feeder cattle were higher, with boxed beef up at midday, and lean hog futures ended the day higher, supported by technical buying. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
In fields where weeds don't back down, farmers count on Liberty Ultra Herbicide by BASF. The Liberty Lock formulation delivers stronger coverage, improved uptake, and 20% better weed control. Results Colin Ryan in north central Iowa knows well.
The Liberty Lock formulation seems to really get down, penetrate into the weed, and the performance has been great.
That's Liberty Ultra Herbicide. Consistent, proven performance.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report. It is now time for a look at updated funeral announcements, and it's being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Dorothy Long of Salem passed away Sunday, January 4th at the age of 96 years. Funeral services for Dorothy Long will be Saturday at 11:30 in the morning at the Salem Chapel of James Gar Mortuary. Visitation for family and friends of Dorothy Long will be prior to the service starting at 10:30 and continuing till service time at 11:30. Entry will be at the Patterson Cemetery. And all arrangements for Dorothy Long of Salem are under the direction of the James Gar Mortuary of Salem. Jimmy Pryor of Salem passed away Monday, January 5th at the age of 63 years. Funeral services for Jimmy Pryor will be Saturday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Jimmy Pryor will also be Saturday starting at 12 noon and continuing till service time at 1 o'clock. Memorial contributions may be made to the Salem Pentecostal Church of God. Envelopes will be available, and all arrangements for Jimmy Pryor of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Glenna Faye Nash of Rolla, formerly of Salem, passed away Wednesday, January 7th at the age of 96 years. Funeral services for Glenna Nash will be at 2 in the afternoon Sunday, January 11th at the Salem Chapel of James Gar Mortuary. Visitation for family and friends will be held at the chapel prior to the service from 12 noon until service time at 2 o'clock. Memorials are suggested to the Salem Full Gospel Church. Cards are available at all James and Gar locations, and all arrangements for Glenna Faye Nash, formerly of Salem, are under the direction of the James Gar Mortuary of Salem. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements and was brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years. The best part about it is absolutely free.
Every community deserves a hospital they can count on. At Salem Memorial Hospital, we're improving every day with renewed focus on compassion and commitment to quality care. Trusted by more than 600 ER patients every month, we're proud to offer outpatient services and swing bed recovery, close to home and close to heart. Salem Memorial Hospital, because healing happens here.
It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University's Salem campus. SBU's Salem campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU's Salem campus today at 501 South Grand Street, or you can call them at 729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. As we begin 2026 and the bills start rolling in from your Christmas purchases or travels, make sure that you review your statements carefully to make sure the charges are accurate and have the correct amount. Many people who use their credit devices extensively over the holidays for shopping and other everyday uses open the door for scammers to be able to target innocent people like you. If you find fraudulent charges, contact your credit card company immediately. Or if you have online access, question the charge on your statement. You have 30 days to stop payment on that charge. If you use a debit device and discover unwarranted charges against your account, contact your bank immediately, as you do not have a 30-day grace period like you do with a credit card to dispute the charges. With a debit device, the money has already been removed from your account. Federal law limits your liability to $50 if you report the charge within 2 business days, while waiting up to 60 days can make you liable for up to $500. If you don't report it by then, you may be liable for the full amount. Report the fraudulent charge to your bank right away via phone and in writing, and report any unauthorized charges on your statement within 60 days to avoid losing more money. Also, trending scams show that scammers are now capable of taking a personal device and authorizing payments from people's phones. Make sure your apps have multi-factor authentication like biometrics and one-time passcode required to access and transact. Protect yourself and stay vigilant to protect your accounts and make 2026 a great year. The Merrimack Regional Planning Commission's revolving loan fund has over $700,000 to loan to businesses in any of the 8 counties served by the Merrimack Regional Planning Commission, which includes Crawford, Dent, Gasconade, Marys, Osage, Phelps, Pulaski, and Washington counties. Any individual business can apply for up to $200,000 in a revolving fund loan. Benefits of this loan program include fixed-rate financing for the borrower, improving a locality's quality of life, a lower down payment for the eligible passive concern, and longer maturities to repay the debt for the borrower. For any business needing assistance, call the MRPC offices today at 573-265-2993. The Missouri Department of Conservation is asking the public for help, and Operation Game Thief is offering $15,000 reward for information leading to the conviction of the poacher or poachers who illegally shot and left an adult bull elk as waste at Peck Ranch Conservation Area in southern Missouri on Tuesday, November 25th. Visitors driving through the area on Wednesday, November 26th, first reported the animal's location to the Conservation Department. Conservation agents immediately responded and began investigating the scene for evidence. Agents noted the animal was lying in an open field about 40 yards off of Trail 1 and had a bullet hole in its left shoulder. The tracks were also visible entering the field toward the elk, then circling back to the gravel trail and aggressively spinning away from the scene. A December 1st social media post on the incident by MDC generated photographs of the elk from 2 sources. The first individual had photographed the elk peacefully grazing in the field at 5:15 the afternoon of November 25th. The second had photographed the elk dead in the field at 8:05 in the morning on November 26th. Conservation agents noted that this was not a case of someone hunting legally and somehow mistaking the elk for a deer. Missouri's Operation Game Thief hotline is 800-392-1111, and they are asking anyone with any information related to this investigation to call. Others and callers may remain anonymous. January is National Human Trafficking Prevention Month, with National Human Trafficking Awareness Day taking place on Sunday, January 11th. With employees working on the state's roads every day, the Missouri Department of Transportation is on the front lines of our state's fight against human trafficking. This January, MoDOT asks everyone to help prevent human trafficking by learning the signs and what to do if you suspect human trafficking is occurring. Places such as rest stops, gas stations, convenience stores, fast food establishments, and hotels are common locations for the practice of human trafficking. According to the National Human Trafficking Hotline, in 2024, there were 272 cases of human trafficking identified in Missouri involving 539 victims up from 247 cases a year earlier. Nationally, these numbers jumped to nearly 12,000 cases identified in 2024, with nearly 22,000 victims. MoDOT provides specialized training to employees on how to identify the common indicators of human trafficking and what to do when trafficking is suspected in Missouri. Some of the warning signs of a potential trafficking situation include signs of physical abuse, wearing clothing inappropriate for the weather or location, not being in possession of their own money or identification, body language indicating discomforts, lack of eye contact with anyone except their trafficker, or not allowed to speak for themselves. If you suspect someone to being forced to engage in any activity from which they can't leave, be it commercial sex, housework, farm work, or other activity, call the National Human Trafficking Resource Center hotline at 888-373-7888 or text Be Free at 233-733. Again, that's text to Be Free, and that's capital B, capital F, 233-733. Information is available online at humantraffickinghotline.org. Again, that's humantraffickinghotline.org. Please save the National Human Trafficking Hotline number as a contact in your cell phone, 888-373-7888. If someone is in immediate danger, call 911. Each January, EPA seeks to raise awareness of radon exposure during National Radon Action Month, encouraging residents to protect themselves and their families by having their homes tested for the presence of radon. Radon is a naturally occurring radioactive gas that cannot be seen, smelled, or tasted. If left untreated, radon can build up indoors, leading to adverse health effects. After smoking, radon is the second leading cause of lung cancer in the United States, taking the lives of approximately 21,000 Americans every year. Radon exposure is a preventable health risk, and testing for radon can help prevent prolonged exposure. It is estimated that on the average, 1 in 3 homes in Missouri have dangerously high levels of radon. You can check the EPA's website to view a map of radon zones for Missouri. The EPA recommends taking action to fix your home if you discover radon levels above 4 picocuries per liter. If your home doesn't have elevated levels of radon, a qualified professional can install a system to lower your indoor radon levels. For more guidance on how to address radon risk, see EPA's radon website. The Cardinal Caravan will return to Rolla to the Rolla High School Gymnasium Saturday, January 17th around 5:30. This year's players lineup will include Victor Scott II, J.J. Weatherholt, Jose Fermin, and Kyle Leahy. The MCs will be Ricky Horton and Mike Claiborne, while Cardinal alumni Kerry Robinson will also be in attendance. New this year, fans 16 years of age and older will receive 2 tickets to a 2026 Cardinal game, while kids 15 years of age and under through the door on the day of the event can get 1 autograph from each current and former player. Autographs will only be available for the fans who are 15 years of age and under. Merrimack Regional Community Foundation, MRCF, will be awarding 2 community grants of up to $1,000 each. Preference will be given to projects that focus on community or economic development and projects that will assist at-risk children and or low-income families. Any nonprofit 501c3 organization, school, faith-based organization, and governmental entities looking to address these needs are encouraged to apply. Organizations and governmental entities must be based or provide service in the Merrimack region to qualify. The MRCF has awarded grants to further local projects through its community grant program, and in the 13 years since the program was initiated, $24,400 in grant funds have been awarded to 68 community projects throughout the region. The grants are made possible through the Merrimack Region Community Foundation Community Grant Making Fund, which was created by a $30,000 donation from the Merrimack Regional Planning Commission. A portion of the fund's earnings are distributed each year through grants. Applications for the 2026 grant round will be accepted online only until 5 o'clock in the afternoon on February 2nd, 2026. For more information on this grant opportunity, contact Bonnie Prigge at bprigge@merrimackregion.org or call 573-265-2993. Well, that has been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU Salem Campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU's Salem campus, contact them at 573-729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
MissouriNet.com is your free online news source. No monthly fees or annoying limited access to stories. For more than 50 years, MissouriNet reporters have been bringing you all things Missouri. Visit MissouriNet.com for our feature program Show Me Today, plus up-to-date news and sports. Are you a Missouri history buff? Check out Across Our Wide Missouri, MissouriNet, on the web at MissouriNet.com, on X at MissouriNet, MissouriNet.com.
Water hemp, Palmer amaranth, and giant ragweed. Left undisturbed, they will become the most dangerous foes to corn plants. But in the early season, these weeds are at their weakest. Now is the time. A predator lurks. Certain herbicide attacks, unleashing full residual power before weeds have a chance to emerge. Pre or early post-application, they are hopeless against such effective chemistry. Certain herbicide from BASF. Always read and follow label directions.
It's now time for a look at local and regional sports. Is being brought to you as a courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. Paisley May scored 16 points to lead all Salem scores as a total of 9 Lady Tigers netted points in the Salem win over the Ava Lady Bears 54-38 in their SCA conference opener Thursday night at the SHS Gymnasium. The Lady Tigers are now 5-6 on the year and 1-0 in the SCA conference. They'll be in Houston Monday night to face the Lady Tigers in SCA conference play starting at 6 o'clock with the JV game and the varsity match to follow. The Salem Lady JV Tigers jumped out to a 20-3 lead at halftime, then held on for their 28-24 win over the Ava Lady Bears JV Thursday night. The JV is 4-1 on the year, and they will play at Houston Monday night. The Salem Boys Basketball Tigers will be at Sullivan tonight to face the Eagles with the freshman game starting at 5 o'clock and the JV game to follow just after 6. The varsity match will begin around 7:30. The varsity game can be heard on KSMO Radio, AM 1340 and FM 95.7, and will be audio streamed on KSMORadio.com, KSMO Stream Facebook page, and the KSMO YouTube page. The Salem varsity goes into the game tonight with an 8-5 record, while the Eagles are 2-5 on the season. The Bunker Eagles and Lady Eagles basketball teams will be at Mountain View Saturday at the Legends Shootout at the Mountain View Liberty High School Gymnasium. The Lady Eagles, who are 10-0, will be playing Alton at 2:30, and the boys' game with Mountain Grove will be starting around 4 o'clock. The Bunker Boys varsity is 14-0 on the year. The Missouri basketball Tigers will be in Mississippi this Saturday afternoon to face off with the Ole Miss Rebels at 5 o'clock. You can hear this game live on KSMO Radio with pregame set to begin at 4:30. Mizzou enters the game with a 12-3 record, while Ole Miss is 8-7 on the year. The St. Louis Blues will be in Utah tonight to face the Mammoth and will be in Las Vegas Saturday night. The game tonight will be played here on KSMO on a delayed basis after Salem basketball. Saturday, the Blues will be in Las Vegas to face the Golden Knights, and that coverage will start at 8:30 on KSMO Radio. And that has been a look at local and regional sports brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Missouri Net Sports is brought to you by Missouri's beef farmers and ranchers. Packed with protein, iron, and essential nutrients, beef powers healthy lifestyles. Discover balanced recipes at beefitswhatsfordinner.com.
Hi, I'm Bill Pollock. Let's begin with the starting five, brought to you by Missouri's beef farmers and ranchers. The top 5 stories in college basketball this week. For the first time since Mizzou has been a member of the SEC, the men's basketball team has started conference play with a 2-0 record. It started last Saturday with a home win over then number 22 Florida, and for the first time, the Tigers won at Kentucky in Rupp Arena. Now they're getting healthier. Mark Mitchell talks about the return of Jaden Stone, who suffered a non-shooting broken hand.
It's a huge addition. Obviously, he was playing really well before he broke his hand, and since he's been back, he's been great. But just the toughness he adds, he provides another layer.
The St. Louis Billikens are 14-1 after winning for the first time at VCU earlier this week. Kellen Thames says this is a major step for SLU.
I think it's a really big win for this year for sure. Make history with these guys and just continue to keep pushing forward for this game coming against LaSalle.
The SLU will go for 8 in a row on Saturday at LaSalle. The rest of the men's schedule, Mizzou is at Ole Miss tomorrow. Missouri State hosts FIU, Lindenwood hosts Little Rock, and SEMO visits Morehead State. And last, Mizzou women's basketball lost to 7th-ranked Vanderbilt, 99-68 Thursday afternoon. They're 0-3 in SEC play. The Missouri State women picked up a 67-61 win over Kennesaw State to improve to 2-0 in their conference. And that's our starting five, brought to you by Missouri's beef farmers and ranchers. In the college football playoff, number 10 Miami beat Ole Miss. They head to the national championship game. They'll face the winner of tonight's other semifinal matchup between top-seeded Indiana and Oregon. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
Cats are masters at using up their 9 lives, like chasing laser pointers into walls or jumping onto high shelves. But the one thing cats never do, text while driving. So be like a cat and protect your one and only life. Don't text and drive.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Your phone's blowing up, but you're in the driver's seat. Ignore the buzz, keep your eyes on the street. No text back, no scroll, just let it wait. Attention on the road, that's the only way. Phone's blowing up, but you're in the driver's seat. Ignore the buzz, keep your eyes on the street. No text back, no scroll, just let it wait.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Taxes was feeling so stuck. Sitting in traffic, squeezing into a parking spot, all to squeeze in getting tax help during your lunch break. Now Taxes is a TurboTax expert who does your taxes for you, while you go about your day getting real-time notifications about their progress and the most money back guaranteed. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax. See guarantee details at turbotax.com/guarantees. Only available with TurboTax experts. Real-time updates only in iOS mobile app.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
It's now time for news on the Missouri Net. Then stay tuned to KSMO. I'll be back shortly with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
Missouri Net News, I'm Elisa Nelson. Hundreds of protesters marched Thursday night in St. Louis and dozens marched in Kansas City to protest a federal immigration officer fatally shooting a Minneapolis woman. 37-year-old Renee Nicole Macklin Good, formerly of Kansas City, was shot and killed Wednesday in Minneapolis. Big changes could be coming to Missouri taxes this year. Matt Pilger reports.
During a press conference, Minority Leader Doug Beck told reporters that he hopes Governor Mike Kehoe's State of the State address next week includes no tax hikes. Kehoe plans to propose gradually eliminating Missouri's income tax, and Republicans say they'll also push for property tax relief.
And Christmas morning brought a surprise at a golf course in Springfield when a baby was born in the parking lot. News Nation in Springfield reports mom and baby are doing well. This is Missouri Net.
At the Missouri Department of Agriculture, they know protecting your livestock is a top priority, especially when black vultures are involved. Use the following tips to keep these pests away. Pen birthing animals near human activity. Remove roosting locations such as dead trees and abandoned barns, and scare vultures away with loud noises. Visit agriculture.mo.gov for more tips. There are plenty of mitigation options available. Get help today at agriculture.mo.gov.
There's danger out there. It lurks on highways and quiet neighborhood streets. It's more likely to kill you than a shark, and more terrifying than the biggest snake. Distracted driving claims lives every day. Every notification, swipe, social post, video, or selfie while driving risks your life. So while you might think public speaking or the zombie apocalypse is scary, what's really terrifying and even deadly is distracted driving. Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Hey, it's Fitz, the